Unicorns and glitter and taxidermy critters are just some of the things they like. They also enjoy 80s hair bands, Grizzly Adams and John Goodman, so if you think that's weird then you can take a hike. But the things they enjoy the most are making art and cracking jokes, so without further ado, here are your hosts. You've got your two artsy gals, Here are your two artsy gals.
Hey everybody, this is Katie.
And this is Sharon. I'm sorry.
Why are you always giggling when we start?
I'm sorry, I just looked at you and all I had in my head was Total Eclipse of My Heart. It's just stuck in my head and it won't stop.
Why did looking at me make you sing that?
Oh, Katie, I totally have a Total Eclipse of My Heart for you.
Oh, whoa. All right. In case you haven't figured it out, this is the Two Artsy Gals podcast, and it's Sharon's turn to be a wackadoo tonight.
Totally.
So, oh wow, she's singing to us too. Holy shit balls.
Yeah, oh, sorry. Wow.
Don't apologize. You're awesome. It's one of my favorite songs. It's on my shower time playlist. So,
awesome.
Because I have
on my shower time playlist.
I have a playlist that is singing in the shower, is what it's called, and I sing it in the shower. But this is not what we're talking about this episode. This is episode 3 in our fucking Christmas extravaganza month, and we are talking about awesome gift wrap. I did want to take a moment to point out that yes, we're saying Christmas and not the holidays, and you know what? I totally honor and respect and love that people have different holidays that they celebrate during this time of the year, but we celebrate Christmas. So
and winter solstice.
And winter solstice. So that's what we're saying. So happy Hanukkah and all that, and whatever you celebrate, we love you too. But we're saying Christmas because that's what we celebrate. So there. And this is equally applicable to any holiday celebration. So there's that. But yeah, we're talking about extra awesome gift wrap today. Because, you know what? I feel like gift wrap says a lot about a gift. Like, I don't know. I feel like, well, remember when I gave you your birthday present at your party? And I realized that I didn't have any gift wrap for it. And I was super bummed and I had to give it with you with no gift wrap. And I apologized for being a horrible friend. You told me I was silly. However, I just really feel like, taking the time to wrap a gift and make it pretty makes it an extra special gift.
Oh, I absolutely think so too. My mom, she is so good at wrapping gifts.
Really?
Yeah, it's like an art form. She's really good. She can take like newspaper and a piece of twine and make it look amazing. She just uses whatever she has around the house. And then if she doesn't have a bow, she'll just go get some flowers or some dried leaves that she's used and tuck them in there.
That's awesome. Because you know what?
Yeah.
She cares. And she takes the time to make it look nice. And that's what I mean. Like when you give someone, I think I have this in our outline to do at the end of the show, but let's just do it off the top. The don'ts.
All right.
The do nots. Like, I've received gifts in the bag they came in.
Oh, yeah, like a plastic Fred Meyer bag?
A plastic Fred Meyer bag, or a rolled up at the top, like, paper bag with the store name on it. Like, really that says, I stopped at the store on the way to your party and got you something last minute. Fuck off. Like, that's kind of what that says to me.
Oh, God, that's so funny.
So, and dudes, I'm going to tell you right now.
That's funny.
Men do not get an excuse on this for me, because I don't buy that whole, oh my God, I don't know how to wrap presents thing.
No, and you know what? I have to say that I think that my brother challenges himself to wrap his presents the worst possible way, and now I think it's like an art form for him. Like his gift wraps, it's bad. It's so bad that it's like, you tried to make it that bad.
But here's the
it's
thing.
kind of a joke now.
Does he put it in a fucking paper bag?
No.
And just hand it to you?
Okay.
So, sorry folks. Sharon might sound a little bit robot-y from time to time. We're having some connection issues. But yeah. So, I've also been handed a gift with no wrapping at all. Like, which I did to you at your birthday, and it made me feel like a horrible person. But the person that did this to me, and I have in mind, was like, here, happy birthday. And handed me a present with no wrap. And I'm like, fuck off. Like, thanks. Sorry to inconvenience you by having a birthday. I'm so sorry my birth has inconvenienced you 40 some odd years after the fact, but like, fuck off. And
oh my God.
Okay, I know this episode is about the holidays and I have mentioned my birthday twice, but I'm just gonna say I want to address this because it does have to do with Christmas and birthdays. And it's something that I have taken, it's a goal in my life to make people who do not have Christmas. What are you doing?
What? I was just itching my finger.
Oh, you're so pixelated. It looked like you were making like the humpy fingers at me, and I'm like, fuck you, Sharon. Oh my God. I'm like, why are you making fucky finger? What did I do? Like,
oh my God.
But anyway, so my birthday is December 21st. I am 4 days from Christmas. And my youngest brother's birthday is on Christmas Day. And I, right now, am speaking for all people born in December. Do not, I repeat, do not wrap our birthday presents in Christmas fucking wrapping paper.
Oh my God, did you see on Facebook the 9 things not to do to people that are born in December?
I didn't.
That was one of them.
It's infuriating.
Yeah, it's terrible. I know. I saw there was a birthday cake that said Merry B-Day.
That's not funny. Like, I don't have a chip on my shoulder about the whole birthday Christmas thing because I fucking love Christmas and I love my birthday and I love it all. So I'm fine with it. But like, my younger brother has a total fucking chip on his shoulder about the birthday Christmas shit. And he's kind of an asshole about it all. Honestly, I just want to say, and I say this to him every year, look, dude, I know your birthday's on Christmas, but mine is 4 days before Christmas. We grew up in the same house. We got the same fucking treatment. Fucking get over it. Whatever. He's going to be 39 this year. So I think it's time to just get over it. However, that is one thing that and my mom was always really good about that. My mom never wrapped our gifts, our birthday gifts in Christmas wrapping paper. But other family members did. And other family members acted like it was inconveniencing them to be at our birthday parties because Christmas was happening. And like, whatever. That's not okay. It's not fair. Don't do that to your kids. Totally. But just I could do a whole show on just this topic. But just focusing on the wrapping paper, like, don't do it. And don't fucking use wrapping paper, Christmas wrapping paper with the wrong side out.
Oh.
You still open it and see the fucking Christmas wrap. That's almost worse.
Oh my God.
Like,
just use a paper bag and at least decorate that.
Use a paper bag and put fucking stickers on it or something. Like, I don't fucking know. Don't fucking do it. Like, I have a friend who has, our kids went to fucking preschool together. I haven't seen her in years, but her kids are December 22nd and December 17th or something. So she was wrapping their presents for their birthday party in Christmas wrap. And I said, oh my God, Lisa, what are you doing? And she goes, I'm wrapping presents. And I said, you can't do that. She's like, I can't do what? And I'm like, don't do that to your kids. Get some fucking birthday wrapping paper, goddammit. And she's like, is that a thing? And I'm like, yes, it's a thing. Like, people who don't have this... And not only did I grow up in a household where my brother and I are the same week of Christmas, but our cousins who lived 5 minutes away from us are December... They're the week before us.
Oh,
like
that's
December
terrible.
December 12th and
What's
17th.
wrong with your family? They really need to plan their sex a little better.
I know. Well, and then we have a second cousin who's a December baby too.
Oh my God, what's wrong with you people?
I don't know. It's insanity. It just makes me crazy. But yeah, so there's that. But so that's don't. Can you think of any other non-Christmas birthday related wrapping don'ts though?
No, I think you pretty much covered them.
Yeah. Like, you know, don't put in the bag it came in. Don't just hand somebody something with no wrapping. Like, put some thought into it. Because your wrap can be a part of the gift. Like that, I feel like it's part of the magic.
Yeah, totally.
Like, you know, and I'm not saying go extravagant or anything. Like, most of our Christmas presents, I use Christmas wrapping paper and ribbons. But I try to do a nice job. But if there's a special gift, I think it just adds to the magic of it. Anyway, is what I'm getting at.
I totally agree. I totally agree.
So, do you want to talk about, like, the standard, like, alternative wrapping papers? Like, newspaper and brown paper bag.
Okay.
Those are kind of the standards, don't you think?
Oh, totally. I think those are great. Just like I said, like, my mom will do, like, the newsprint, and then she'll find ribbons or twine, and she'll use a lot of, like, dried flowers, or she's really nice, like, calligraphy handwriting, so she'll, like, write on the outside, and she'll just find, and then maybe she'll find, like, a cool piece of paper just to put, like, maybe she just has a little scrap of paper just to put, like, on top of just as another layer, and then wrap that as well. You know, she just finds little things, bits and pieces around the house, or, you know, pieces of cool yarn. So I think she's a prime example. Sometimes she'll use fabric, like a scrap of fabric, and wrap it with a ribbon, which I like a lot because last year my friend gave me an idea. She always wraps all of her gifts in these drawstring sacks that she made out of Christmas and holiday and wintry themed fabric.
That's really cool. And if you buy that kind of, like, right now, I can promise you it's only a week into December, but I can tell you at the fabric stores, the Christmas fabric is already marked down at least 30% off.
Oh, yeah. If you go after Christmas, it's a 75% off.
But even now, like, they're trying to get rid of that shit. Yeah. Totally. Yeah, just go buy it, because they're practically giving the shit away after Christmas. It's so marked down because they don't want, like holiday fabric is seasonal. Like, every season they have new fabric prints. So they don't want that shit hanging around. So just, like, seriously, this year, as soon as Christmas is over, get your fucking Joann Fabrics app where you can pull up your coupons, and also get your Michaels app that you can pull up coupons on it, because Joann Fabrics accepts Michaels coupons on top of their own.
Yeah.
And then go in when they're having their fucking big sale and buy a bunch of Christmas fabric and make drawstring bags. That's a cool idea.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? It's so nice to be able to just store, and it still looks really pretty. And you can even put, like, another big ribbon on if you want. And you don't have to spend money over and over again on gift wrap, and done and done.
Yeah.
And you can even make a giant bag if you have, like, a big thing that you need to make, wrap.
And seriously, that kind of stuff, even if you don't sew, you can buy, like, stitch witchery and iron the fucker together. You know, there are so many different ways to do it. And I've gotten gifts and given gifts because I sew, and I like my nieces. I tried to get my older nieces into sewing. I think they're kind of coming around now that they're a little bit older, but I would buy patterns and, like, thread and fabric, and then maybe, I don't know, scissors, or make, like, a little package, and then use the fabric that I bought them for the project to wrap the gift in.
Oh, that's so cute.
So you, like, buy all the notions that they would need and the pattern and whatever, and then you wrap it and use, like, some kind of pretty ribbon. So it's the gift and the wrapping.
That's awesome.
And it makes a really cute little presentation, you know, and it makes people think, oh, she thought about me. That's really cool.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I love doing that kind of stuff. And like you were saying, with, like, newspaper and because newspaper and, like, brown paper, There are so many things you can do to make that, like, I like to use, especially for like birthday stuff, I wouldn't do this for all of our Christmas gifts or even select Christmas gifts to my friends. I like to use the inside a paper bag, like turn a paper bag in, like cut it open and use that and then stamp the paper.
Yeah, I love that. I got just lunch sacks. They're like, you can get like couple dollars. And we're going to do that for some of our homemade gifts. Just punch some holes in the top, fold it down, put a ribbon in it, and I'll have my son just decorate the outside of the bag.
Yeah.
Like, even if you aren't that creative, you can get those lunch sacks, get some giant, if you don't have stamps, just get some giant Christmas or holiday stickers, from Dollar Tree or something, and put it on the outside and put a ribbon on it,
and sticker them up. Totally. Paper bags are actually, that's a really cute thing. I have seen so many cute presentations, like you were saying, like just rolling it down nicely and using a hole punch and then running your ribbon through it and tying a little tag onto it.
Yeah.
Or even you can make them, like I'm big on themes and my mom is super big on themes. So like if you got like, I don't know, we had a lot of little kids in our family for a lot of years, and now they're all grown up, but I would get a paper bag and put like crayon, like a coloring book and crayons in there, and then I would color the bag with crayons and kind of try to make it a theme.
Oh, cute.
And roll it up. And even one year, my friend, for her family, she bought the family, I don't even know if you can still find them, but it was the coolest gift idea. She bought a gift certificate to, this will tell you how long ago this happened, to Blockbuster Video.
Oh.
But she got them a gift certificate to Blockbuster Video, and then she bought the family, it was a family gift, a tabletop s'more maker, so you could roast marshmallows, and she bought all the ingredients for s'mores.
Oh, cute.
And put the s'more maker in there and, like, put it in a paper bag and decorated the bag up. Like, drew little pictures of the family watching TV together and roasting marshmallows. And on the bag. And then she used the gift card as a card for the bag. And it was the cutest idea for a gift. And it was also just the cutest presentation of the gift.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's so cute.
It was so neat. And you can do the same thing with newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can stamp it. I used to use the funny papers and let my son color all of them before I wrapped.
Oh, that's a cute idea.
Presents. So, you can draw pictures, you can collage things on it. I've gotten gifts from artist friends that were wrapped so beautifully. I used like an X-Acto blade to carefully cut the tape and hung the wrap on the wall because they collaged like this. They made it a piece of artwork.
Used to have it when I worked at the Real Mother Goose Gallery. There was a contest every year at the holiday party, and you're talking about a whole bunch of artists that were competing, for the best gift wrap.
Oh my God, that's so awesome!
The things people came up with were insane. It was crazy. And one year I remember somebody made one into a giant doll. I mean, the gift was inside her dress, her gown. I can't even think of some of the other, they were insane. People were like making paper mache crap and putting gifts inside of them. And
that is awesome. Now that's going a little far for like regular gifts, like everyday gifts, but how fucking cool would it be to like make a paper mache case for your fucking gift?
I know. It was a little insane. It was like, this is crazy. It was crazy.
That's nuts. Well, and even a lot of times, if you're getting gift cards for people, because gift cards are easy and they're popular, or you're just doing little, like, small things, it's kind of cool to, I don't know, now I know not everybody's going to be into origami, but you can fold really cool origami envelopes.
Oh, yeah.
And it doesn't have to be origami paper, and it can be any size paper. Like, just find something. You can use paper bag or newspaper or even gift wrap. Or you can use just regular old paper. It doesn't matter. And then fold up your gift card in some kind of origami thing. Or
Oh, yeah. I had a friend a few years, and then it was funny because they kept getting passed around. But she made little origami boxes that fit inside of each other out of really pretty papers. And then she just put she had little needle felted pins that she made, and she put them in there. And there's a few of them that keep getting passed around.
That's kind of
because people are like, oh, I love this little box. I want to use it to give it to another person as a gift, you know?
Yeah, I have a fabric origami kit that my dad and his wife got me a few years ago. And you use a product called Stiffy. Or that's just the brand name. It's a fabric stiffening product. But you would soak the fabric in it and then hang it to dry. And then you iron it. And it makes it stiff so it folds like paper.
Awesome.
But it's fabric. And I've made origami boxes out of fabric like that to wrap gifts in.
Oh, that's
as well.
Cool.
It's really neat. I haven't done that in a while. I'll have to get some out and do it again. Because it's really neat. Also, a tip just for gift wrap, if you don't want to spend a lot of money or, because it can get expensive, look at how much is on the roll, first of all, when you buy gift wrap, because they can be deceptive. When you buy a roll, you're thinking, oh, $1.99, that's a great idea. But when you look at how many yards are on there, it's really not a great deal.
Totally. That's why I kind of stay away from, I'll buy gift wrap, I'll buy wrapping paper, but I try to come up with other creative ideas.
Yeah.
Because it is really expensive and it just gets ripped and thrown away. Like, I feel like if I can use some newspaper, I can use stuff around the house.
Totally.
I'd rather, my friend Leslie's always like, she doesn't get cards very often. She will buy cards, but she's always like, I'm sorry, my wrapping's kind of plain. I wanted to spend more money on the gift for you.
Yeah. Well, and I was going to say,
but she will put it in a paper bag or a nice little, put a little tissue in or whatever. But
well, and you can go to the Dollar Tree and get gift wrap. They have it all over there, and they also have a ton of tissue paper and plain colored gift bags.
The handled bag.
Yeah, they have all kinds of stuff at Dollar Tree. And then, like we were saying, you can decorate those up. You can put ribbons on them. You can draw on them. You can stamp them. You can collage cool pictures on them. And this is a fun way to get kids really involved in the gift giving and wrapping process. Or to be a part of it is, even with little kids, they can draw and decorate wrapping paper.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I think my 2-year-old loves to color. He is a coloring fool. So I think I might just have him color some of the outsides of the bags of the gifts, on the plain paper bags.
That's how I used to keep my son when he was little. That's how I used to keep him out of the presents from under the tree. Like, keep him from unwrapping them. I left a thing of markers by the tree and let him color on the packages.
Oh, nice.
So we got to be in there and looking at him, but I was like, finally, I'm like, dude, here, this is your job. You're going to make those as pretty as they can be. Here's your markers. You can't open them. You can't shake them around too much, but color them all you want. And he did. We had the prettiest presents that year.
Oh,
we did it a couple years in a row.
Were they your presents or like people that you were giving them to?
They were for him and for other people. They were just under the Christmas tree.
Okay.
And he was just enamored with them. And I want to say that he was probably like 3 or 4, maybe 4 that year. And for some reason, he was really obsessed with the stuff under the Christmas tree that year. What's the coolest wrapped gift you've ever gotten?
Oh, man. I don't know. I'm trying to think of any of the ones that I got when I worked at the Red Mother Goose. I don't know. You have to say yours.
Well, I was going to say, I think the gifts that I like the most with the coolest wrap are when the wrap has been incorporated into the gift. Mm-hmm. Like when people use fabric, though. Or one year, I asked my mom I can't remember what I asked my mom for. But like one year, my mom got me like crafting stuff. and she used like the knitting needles to skewer the fabric closed on the top of it and twisted it up really neat, and like just
cool.
Stepping out of the box and using your imagination to do stuff like that, I think is really great, and it just makes a gift that much more special.
I think my favorite gifts probably are from Mom, because she always makes them look she just is so careful with them and thoughtful about them and the way that she puts them together, and little notes she'll write onto the packages. So I think those are probably actually my favorite ones.
Yeah,
and even my dad, actually, he sends me a little gift every month, and he always prints out a little picture, and it might be a picture of us, or it might be a picture of a pretty scene, and he'll write a little note underneath it, and he'll just make it kind of special. So he's taken the extra time to kind of make a little card with it.
Yeah.
And my favorite was actually he took a snapshot of himself on the computer, but the background was like Hawaii or something, so it was like a screenshot really close, but the background was Hawaii. He said, "This was my morning meditation. I'm back now." I don't know why that made me laugh so hard.
That's so funny. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned that your mom writes notes on packages, and that's what I do for all of my Christmas wrap. Mm-hmm. I write on, like, I don't use gift tags or anything like that. Like, I write directly on the package and make a little note, you know, and I mean, I'm just saying, like, to Mom from, you know, Kurt, Katie, and August, but I draw, like, little flowers
my God,
around.
are you okay?
What just happened?
Jenny just fell down.
Did I just see him fall? Did I just see him, like, disappear from my sight?
Uh-huh.
How did he fall?
There's a fence right there.
Oh, a baby gate.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry.
That was hilarious because right when you went, "Oh my God, are you okay?" I thought I saw him walk by and then he disappeared, and I'm like, well, that was weird.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
So you'll write on him.
Yeah, I write on them and draw little pictures for each person. Like, for my mom, I draw flowers sometimes, or for my brother, I draw an alien because he likes aliens, and for my other brother, I'll draw like a little guitar or something. Like, I just kind of try to do a little illustration that reminds me of the person.
Oh, nice. See, that's thoughtful.
So, and actually, I just looked at my desk, which I'm glad no one can see because it's a horrific mess. But I just saw two things that reminded me of awesome gift wrap that I've done. Because my cloth measuring tape is sitting on my desk because I was using it the other day to measure something. But I realized that is what I use for ribbon when I wrap sewing gifts for my nieces.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like, I tie I don't tie it in a bow, but I, like, wrap it around and then tape it, like the cloth measurer, and then I put a bow on it. But yeah, and then I saw paper plate, and I remembered when we were kids, we used to give each other, like, when we would give each other, like, my, grade school friends and I used to give each other gifts. But remember friendship, when you put the beads on the safety pin?
Yes.
And then you made the bracelets out of them, or you wore them we wore them on our shoelaces.
Yeah.
Like, that was
they were
the
like
big
just
deal.
friendship beads, or
yeah. But we put, like, one year I made a whole bunch for my friend, and I stapled them in paper plates. Like, so you would put them in the plate and then set another plate over the top of it.
Uh-huh.
And I stapled it around, and I decorated it and, like, made a tambourine out of it or something. But it was a gift, too. Like, you opened it up. So, I don't know. It's so funny, because I think that when you were younger, kids were a little bit more creative and free with our creativity, because you don't think that people are going to judge you for doing that when you're in the 4th grade.
Totally.
Well, who the fuck's going to judge you for doing it when you're an adult?
Right? I know.
Like, wouldn't you love to get that? Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I kind of want a paper plate tambourine full of friendship stuff.
Well, you can count on it, sister. It's coming your way.
That's awesome. You know, we should just make some paper plate tambourines and kumbaya around the campfire.
We totally should.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I hate Kumbaya though. Can we use a different song?
No, you have to use Kumbaya.
No.
And then we can use another. And then we can do Eclipse of the Heart.
Oh right. Then can we do some like 80s power ballads too, maybe?
Yeah.
Like
Some Meatloaf?
or better yet, like Just to Be With You. It's one of my favorite ones by Mr. Big.
Oh, yeah.
Or the ultimate I Remember You.
I remember you.
It's like I'm seeing Sebastian Bach in front of me right now. You have
Yeah?
long hair
Did
too.
you feel it?
I did
Yeah.
feel it.
I know, actually in junior high I was told that I looked like Sebastian Bach. I could never really quite see the resemblance. I don't know, maybe it was the bandana and the hair, but I don't know.
I don't know, but I seriously still have the most absurd, disgusting crush on him.
Well,
Like,
yeah.
Bad. I don't care. Like, one of my friends the other day said, well, he's old now. And I'm like, so the fuck am I? Who cares? Like,
Yeah, right?
He's only like 3 or 4 years older than me. So he's a fucking so hot. He's on... Have you ever seen the show The Trailer Park Boys?
No.
Oh my god. So it's this Canadian... Well, this is totally off topic, but it's this Canadian show about these total pothead guys that are always getting arrested, and they're awesome, and there's like Bubbles, has big and thick glasses, and he loves his kitties, and he lives in a garden shed with all his kitties, and there's like Julian is like, he walks... Julian's my favorite. He always has a drink in his hand, and anyway... Sebastian Bach has made a couple of guest appearances on it because it's a Canadian show and Sebastian Bach's Canadian. So he is so, like, they just released a new season after several years of not having any, and they released it on Netflix, and I about exploded when I saw him. My husband's like, am I interrupting something? Like, do you want me to leave the room? And I'm like, if you could just stop talking, that would be great. Like...
Oh my god.
Like, it's pretty bad. My love of this man. You need to watch it. It's on Netflix. It's fucking hilarious. It's the best.
Does Kid Rock ever show up on it?
No.
Then I would really...
No, but Kid Rock is pretty hot, too.
Oh my god.
And I just saw a thing on the interwebs that he did the other day. He, like, appeared at this mentally handicapped kid's birthday party because they wrote him a letter and asked him to.
Right?
Did you post that?
Yes, I may have. The guy that had Down syndrome,
Yes.
and he just chilled out. Yeah,
He just came to his party and hung out, and I was like, oh my god, that makes him even hotter.
I know, right? I was just like, wait, what? Wow.
Dude. Okay, so this is what we should do for each other for Christmas this year.
Okay. Are you trying to steer this show back? On
Kind of, but it's also a really sick fantasy thing. I will somehow, like, clobber Kid Rock over the head and gift wrap him in a beautifully decorative manner with lots of glitter and put him under your tree, and then you somehow get Sebastian Bach under my tree.
Oh, you got it, sister.
But you have to wrap him pretty.
Of course.
With lots of glitter and sequins.
Of course.
So, hey.
There'd be no other way.
That's another thing that I do for my little niece. I've done a couple times for her presents is just those I don't know. I have sequins shooting out my butt around here because I just buy them when I'm like, oh, hey, these are on sale. I just glue sequins on packages so they, like, glisten and glimmer.
Oh, that's a good idea. I love sequins. I don't have any sequins right now. I have the stick-on gems, but I don't have any sequins. I don't have enough sequins in my...
I have gems and
arsenal.
Yeah, you should have some.
I mean, I like a big sequins, I could imagine.
I have some Herkin ones.
Yeah, like on gifts, those would be good.
Yeah. I have the great big ones that I don't even... I'm sure, like, every fucking artist and crafter type person in the world is shaking their head when I say this, but I don't know why I buy the things I buy. Like, sometimes they just seem like a good idea, and you're in the store, and you got your fucking Amazon cart all full, and, like, especially in Amazon, it's dangerous, because it goes, people who bought this often buy this, and then I'm like, well, fuck, right. I totes need that too, I'm gonna buy it as well.
Right?
And then you get this box, and, like, honestly, I have things the last time I did a purge, I do not know where they came from. I really, really don't.
I know, I find stuff like that all the time too. And then, I don't know, maybe the listeners have heard a little bit that I really like googly eyes.
Sharon's got a googly eye problem for real.
I do, and there's actually somebody just pointed out a great Christopher Walken Saturday Night Live about googly eyes.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to look it up.
Yeah, I'll have to send it to you. It's actually on my Facebook page. But yeah, I can understand. Like, you could just add like a lot of googly eyes to your.
And for me, what it is anything. I'm like a fucking crow. Anything that shines or sparkles.
Oh yeah.
Goes in my cart. I'm like, oh,
yeah. This girl I used to work with used to call me the magpie because she was like, "There you are, just sticking everything in your nest. Ooh, shiny."
That's what shiny. I do. I'm bad.
I know, me too. It's
when I was a little kid, I had a broken glass collection that I like just out in the yard where like we used to have a lot of forts and stuff in the yard when we were kids. And my mom one day said, "Why the fuck do you have a pile of broken glass?"
Because it's shiny.
Like, it's pretty. It's shiny. They're like different colors and different pieces. And like my grandma had up in the back part of our property that I grew up on, my great grandma had a burn pile. And she threw everything in there. This was like, we burned shit, and I grew up you can't do that in the city. But where I grew up, you burned your garbage. We didn't have a fucking garbage truck. So there would be glass bottles. She burned everything. So I would rummage through the shit and be like, oh, blue glass, green glass. And I would have this collection, and she's like, she told me, you're like a fucking crow. You can't keep broken glass. You're going to cut yourself and bleed to death. And for the record, I do not think that broken glass would be a good thing to wrap a gift with.
No, I don't glue it onto your gifts. Just stick with sequins and googly eyes.
And I have glittered packages before. Like, you glue, like, designs with glue and then sprinkled glitter on them. And
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I've had a few friends tell me don't ever glitter their stuff or put sequins or the confetti and stuff. But, I kind of just lose track of who those people are. And so they probably pissed off.
Do you know what I say to those people?
Fuck off?
Get the fucking stick out of your ass. Somebody is giving you something. I have a friend who gets mad which honestly, I'm the most horrible person in the world about Christmas cards and stuff like that, which we should have included in an episode. Maybe we can add some to this episode about cards.
Oh, yeah.
Because I never even thought about that. But when I do give out cards, I like the glittery ones.
Oh, yeah.
They're pretty. They make me happy. I want to send happiness to other people, but I've had people complain because they have glitter all over everything. And like, is that so fucking bad that you have glitter on your stuff?
Is that a bad thing? That's not a bad thing.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Really? Like, I don't think it's a bad thing.
Mm-mm. Man, I made so many glittery cards one year. It wasn't last year, it was the year before. Man, there was a lot of glitter.
One year, I made my niece a princess dress that was like, I used glitter tulle. Ooh. It was pink, 2 different shades of pink, and it was covered in glitter. And for probably 3 years, every time I swept or vacuumed, there was pink glitter that shed off of that tooling while I was making the dress that would come up in the vacuum cleaner or dustpan.
Oh, wow.
For like 3 fucking years. The shit was everywhere. I'm okay with it, though.
Oh, yeah. It's like the herpes of the craft world. Just get over it,
Yeah, it's not a big deal. Everybody's got it.
That's right.
Everybody's got the glitters.
Everybody's got the glitters.
Just relax.
There's not a cream for that one, for the glitters, though.
No, but we don't want to get rid of the glitters.
We don't. We don't.
So let's add a little bit about cards here, because we've kind of been trying to stretch this gift wrap topic, but let's do a quick thing about homemade cards.
Okay.
Because I think we talked a lot about cards around in our episodes previously, and Sharon makes the most beautiful handmade cards.
Oh, thank you.
Like, she always rocks at them. I love getting cards from her because they're always so pretty. And they're always so thoughtful, and they're always so, like, about the things that I love.
Oh.
Like, you always do a card that I feel like, oh, well, Sharon made this card because it made her think of me.
Aw.
Like, that's always what I think. And I think you know, when you're making a mass, I always do. I have a mail art group, and I've been part of other mail art groups, and we always do, like, for our December project, we mail to everybody that signs up. So I've done mass group mailings of homemade cards and stuff, but I always love getting a homemade card that is just, even if it's a note with a smiley face on it, that's just directed at me.
Totally.
You know, and it's not generic, and I like getting cards from anyone. I'm just going to say, I'm not going to poo-poo any card, store-bought or handmade. But I think that along with gift wrapping, cards are just a really special way to let someone you know and care about know that you care about them, and that you think about them, and you know what they like, and that it matters to you.
True. So true. Yeah, I have to say, my friend Leslie always finds the greatest cards. She doesn't make cards, but she does. She buys cards, and they're always really personal. And it's like, oh wow, you sought that card out, and it always makes me feel really good.
When I was a younger woman, and I think that this goes along, well, I was suffering from a lot of depression and anxiety issues in my early to mid 20s. And because I had postpartum depression, and I was a new mom, and I think when you're a mom, when you have babies and you're younger, different things motivate you. But my standard rule for a card was, if I didn't get weepy while I read it, it wasn't good enough. I used to really touching cards.
Mm-hmm.
So I would stand there was a Hallmark store, because we used to live in the Woodstock neighborhood in Portland. So right there in that little shopping mall where the shopping center where the Safeway is, there used to be a Hallmark store at the back of it. I don't know if it's there anymore, but I used to go in there and would weep in the card aisles. Oh God, this is a good one. This is it. Oh, give me just a minute. Okay, I think I'm going to get this one. It's just bad.
Was it a 1 tissue card or a 2 tissue card?
Yeah, a 2 tissue card. And if I had to blow my nose, whoa. There you go. But now I like cards that I like funny stuff.
Yeah.
I'm way more lighthearted now than I was in my early 20s. I'll just say that.
Yeah, me too.
But I do think that, and I guess the point of the whole wrapping paper discussion, because it seems kind of cheesy and jerky almost to talk about wrapping paper as something that really matters. But I think that it matters in a sense that you're doing something thoughtful. That's what I get out of giving to people, is I want to do something thoughtful that makes that person understand how much I care about them.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what? I've bought you this gift that I took the time to make or pick out or buy or whatever, because it made me think of you, and it made me, I thought it was something that you would love. And I took the time to wrap it in a way that extended that message. And I added a card, or I gave you a card that extended the message even further. Because to me, that's all about what the season is about. I know people get all weird about the commercial, it being commercial and whatever, but you know what? It is fucking commercial, so relax. You're getting presents, you're giving presents, and I think if you go about it like an asshole and just go out and buy stuff and go out and shop on Thanksgiving or do whatever and act like a dick and get thoughtless, meaningless gifts, then yes, you're making it a meaningless commercial holiday.
Yeah, totally.
But if you stop and you consider the season, and you consider the fact that, you know what, you want to extend goodwill and love and warmth to the people that you care about, and that's how to make it, that's how to not cheapen it. That's how to make it, that's how to make it not just a commercial bullshit holiday. To me, you're giving, it's to celebrate just to take some time and celebrate your relationships and the people that you love, and let them know how you feel about them.
Absolutely. Yeah, I totally agree.
Holy shit, I got all sappy and shit just now.
You did.
What the fuck? I have a heart! And her heart grew 3 sizes that day.
Total eclipse of the heart.
Oh, way to bring it back. Nice work. Oh, Sharon, you kill me.
I need you more than ever.
Who is that? Bonnie Taylor. That's right.
Yes,
now I'm going to have to sing that. You know what? I'm so fucking excited because tonight I get to have my first standing in the shower.
Oh,
in
you just
2
blast that
weeks.
shit.
I am going to blast that shit and sing while I wash a part of my leg that hasn't been washed in 2 weeks. It looks like a fucking crocodile limb. Because I don't know. It's weird how like I have had to shower with a plastic bag over my leg for 2 weeks. I'm
awful.
Blown away by how much exfoliating happens just from the simple act of washing yourself daily. Because that one spot that I haven't washed is like, it's like a fucking crocodile. It's disgusting.
You might have to take a picture of that and send it to me.
I think I'm going to because it's super gross.
That's awesome.
Plus, I almost filmed them taking my stitches out today.
Oh, yeah.
But then she kind of got weirded out.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, people, it's just stitches. Although the medical assistant that I saw today, when I told her that the doctor let me keep my bone spur, and that I'm going to put it in a piece of artwork, she goes, when's your next appointment? And I said the 31st, and she goes, well, do you think you'll have it done by then? And I said, I don't know. It's like the holidays. I got a lot of stuff going on. I'll try. And she goes, if you do, will you bring it in and show it to us?
Oh,
that would be so cool. So she was the only person in that office that didn't look at me like my head was on fire when I said I was going to put it in a piece of artwork. Like,
that's awesome.
One nurse goes, you took it out of the specimen bag? And I said, well, yeah. Let it dry out.
It's part of you.
Well, that's what I said. It's my biohazard. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, totally.
It came out of me. I don't know. People are weird. We should probably wrap this up because now we're just getting totally off topic. But I think next week Sharon and I are going to come on here and have our pre-Christmas freak out. Because as much as I fucking Buddy the Elf style love Christmas, there's some freaking out that needs to happen.
Yeah, right?
It can be stressful, especially Sharon in Sharon's world. We'll get into why her world's extra stressful more when we talk about it. She's got crazy pants things going on right now. And I just have to live with the fact that I'm the only one in my family that loves Christmas and everybody's trying to crush my fucking joy.
You just punch him in the face.
I wanna, but I can't punch my mom in the face.
Oh, don't do that.
No, that would be awful.
That would be. She's a nice lady.
I'll punch my brother, though.
Yeah, punch him.
So, anyway, if you guys have some really cool rapping ideas or some rapping disaster stories, we love a good disaster story, especially if there are pictures involved. That would be fantastic. I once wrapped my scissors up in a package and then had to unwrap the package to get my scissors back. Because I'm like, where the fuck did my scissors go? What the fuck? And then I picked it up and I was like, oh, because I could feel the shape of my scissors.
Oh my god, that's freaking hilarious.
I've also wrapped scissors up and actually mailed them to people for mail art stuff, swap stuff. And they were like, do you want your scissors back? I'm like, totally. Can you please send them back to me?
Yeah, just send them back for the next project. Oh my god.
But yeah, if you have any good rapping disasters or awesomely epic rapping stories, please send us pictures and tell us about them at 2artygals@gmail.com. And we'll find some cool rapping ideas and stuff, and I will post them to the show notes on our blog for this episode, as always. So you can check that out at 2artygals.gmail or at WordPress. Jesus Christ, I can't talk tonight. 2artygals.wordpress.com. Go there and check shit out. And I think I've been forgetting to say this lately, but as you can always subscribe to this podcast on Stitcher using their app, or on iTunes using their app, and you get automatic updates when we post new episodes, so you don't have to worry about it. So you should totally do that. And yeah, that's it. So we'll be back next week with our crazy pants making episode. We won't be talking about anything useful, probably. But we're just going to freak out. And you should pour a drink and freak the fuck out with us. Because I know that everybody freaks the fuck out right around the holidays.
I love it. Yeah, let's do it.
So until then, go make some cool shit, yo.
Yo!